Well, it's Thursday afternoon, and we're at the Haywood High School practice field, day before game against Ripley, and we have Coach Phil Massey with us. And Phil, last week we played Lexington 38-3, and we handled them quite handily, I might add.
Always real pleased with the way our kids came out and played hard. We did something different last week. Those that watched it on the broadcast and those that were there at the game, we went the whole first half. We went no-huddle offense, and with a one-back set, and basically implementing, when we might need a situation like that, whether it's at the end of a ball game or a 2-minute drill before half, where we'll be able to do that. So I was real pleased with the way we were able to get the plays in and out through signals from the sideline, and then the quarterback makes the cadence and gives out the play, and then we snap the ball and go from there. So we was real pleased the way that worked.
When you give signals from the sideline, you give it directly to the quarterback. The other option is when you're running the ends in and out?
Well, you can run the ends or backs in and out, but basically it works just like a third base coach in baseball gives signals to a hitter. You just give signals to your quarterback, and each signal signifies a certain play.
After looking at the tapes, do you think that gave you an advantage?
I don't know against Lexington if it gave us an advantage or not. We got some good work in. Actually, we didn't have, our first offense did not run, we didn't have but 15 snaps the whole first half. We had some big plays. Marcus had a 70-yard touchdown run. We get a turnover and get the ball back. Marcus makes a 26-yard TD run. We get a punt, I think that was in the second half. But the first half, we didn't run but 15 offensive plays.
Right. Well, it appears that in the games that we have played, and looking at the schedule of the games we've got to play, we play Ripley this weekend, looks like we ought to win all the way out. And as our starters are playing maybe 3/4 of the game, what's going to happen when we're put up against the real test and they got to go all the way?
Now, that was a big question last year. I think everybody was saying, well, you're only playing these guys half a game or 3/4 of a game. One thing we have done as a coaching staff, and the players can testify to it, the last 2 weeks we've doubled up on sprints. We're running as much now as we were back in August when we started camp. Also, we have a weight program. We have an in-season program where we're lifting 2 days a week and still working on our conditioning, our cardiovascular system. So we're doing everything we can to keep them in shape. Of course, our biggest goal is to be able to get through, of course, to win the ball games and get through each game, but also make sure that we're healthy when it comes playoff time.
Well, when we talk about our weight program and our conditioning program, what does that consist of, and who is over that?
Okay, well, Coach Griffin, I contribute that mainly to the success that we've had in the past. Since Coach Griffin has been here, he has taken over the weight program. We have a summer conditioning program, and basically what happens in November or December, whenever our season finishes, our kids go immediately into a weight program, conditioning program, where they're lifting 2 days a week and running 2 days a week. That goes until we have spring practice. Then we break and have 2 or 3 weeks of spring practice, and then they go back into it. Once school is out, they continue it 3 nights a week in the summer. They come up and they lift, and we have a running program, and then when the season starts, we still don't stop lifting. On Mondays, which is our light day, a light practice day for us, Mondays we come in and we lift. We got about a 45-minute weight program where we do some power pulls and some squats and some bench with our players, and they do that on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's just to help maintain or try to maintain what they've got.
So this goes on throughout the season?
Throughout the whole season.
Okay,
it never stops.
We've got Ripley Friday night, Tiny Knee Stadium in Ripley, and that's always a tough one, and we've said that every week. It looks like we're the guys to knock off, and that's a tough place to play.
They'll be up for us. It's their homecoming. This is Ripley's homecoming this week, and they certainly have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So if you want, that's what we try to emphasize to our kids. Every trick play or every reverse or double reverse that Ripley's got, we're probably going to see it, or they'll probably pull out no stops as far as showing us, or trying to gain an advantage over us. So we've got to be prepared for that, and certainly without Marcus Henley in there, we've got to Cameron Tice and Carlos Hines and Sean Flagg and some of those guys who got to step up and run the football. And but I think our kids are prepared. We've worked hard this week, and we'll be ready for them.
Well, wasn't it Lexington game? You had Williams in the backfield. He was quarterback, and Gapaletti.
Yeah, we've moved Jason some. He played a little bit of split end for us, and he can play some wing back. And of course, he's also played in the secondary, and you know, hopefully that will set up some things later on to where people are scouting us, and then that's going to give them an extra worry of having to worry about two quarterbacks in the ball game at one time, and whether or not we're going to throw some type of double pass or any type of bootleg reverse pass or something like that. So that's just an extra threat, and it really hopefully gives other coaches something else to worry about.
And again, our hats off to the fans. We've had great fans
support at
every
Lexington.
game.
We've had good support, and the band has done a wonderful job. They've performed at every ball game and have traveled with us to every game, and they're doing an excellent job of bringing the spirit with them.
Well, it's been an exciting year, and good luck to you Friday night.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. From the Tomcats practice field for CBTV, I'm Paul Jackson.
Hi, folks. Ron with Ronnie's Radio Shack. Our 1995 toy lineup is arriving daily, so it's not too early to start your Christmas layaway. We accept most major credit cards, and financing is available. Remember, give us a try before you buy. We're your audio source for Brownsville and Haywood County. Don't forget, Haywood County High School Tomcats are #1 with Ronnie's Radio Shack.
For all your electronic needs, it's Ronnie's Radio Shack at 20 South Washington in Brownsville. Thanks to Lee and Halbrook Public Accountants for supporting our community and Haywood High School football.